Hi guys, hope you had a good weekend and a good week actually. I hope you enjoyed last week. I didn't record any videos. I was hoping actually you might take a bit of time off and just enjoy the week. If you were studying ahead, good for you. If not, I think we've got plenty of time to complete this chapter. But we really need to get started now. So this is just like I don't know, a video to say, let's get back on track now and let's finish chapter 3 so that we can, approach the test with some confidence. Let me change scenes here. Okay, so chapter 3, this is Davis itself. Chapter 3, hopefully you can read that. I don't know how big that's going to come up on the video. Anyway, we've got basically 3A, 3B, and 3C to do. We should be able to do that in a week and a half, no problems at all, I feel. Hopefully your, what would you say, your work experience or whatever it is you're doing next week, I think it's work experience, week 8, hopefully that doesn't stress you too much. Whatever you're doing next week, hopefully you can do this in conjunction with finishing off the chapter anyway. So we're after 3A, 3B, and 3C. In my notes, I actually split 3A, where is it? Here it is. So 3A in the notes is actually split into 2 different sections, defining the problem and issues relevant to a proposed solution. Sort of follows the, I guess, the syllabus, but Davis lumps them all into 3A. And probably when you're studying, I would probably recommend you just do the whole 3A. The notes are here if you want to have a look at them. Nothing revolutionary about it, but what I would say is extremely important part of any project that you do is defining the problem. If you don't know the problem you're trying to solve, there is no way you can solve that problem, okay? So this is where really IT and the user has to sit down and really work out and define critically what you're trying to solve, what are the boundaries of the problem, and all of that sort of stuff. And that's what chapter 3 is all about. And Davis goes through all of the sort of things that you need to cover for this. Defining problem, needs of the client, gives some examples there that you want to read through. Also, he talks about performance issues. So obviously, what are your performance requirements for whatever application you're using? What is going to be acceptable, what is not? That's when this is sort of agreed upon as well. Issues relevant. And he goes through a whole bunch of stuff. Just make notes on this. It's all good to make notes on. He's addressing pretty much the syllabus, so you really need to make notes on this. And that's chapter 3A. There's a part there that I'm trying to find that cost effectiveness is another one. I'm really trying to find one section, which I can't find for the life of me. Basically, boundaries of the problem. So this is super critical when you're doing this, right? You really, when you're doing this sort of documentation or going through this process and then documenting it, you really need to carefully have an agreement with the user what your problem is going to include. So make sure you make some tight notes on this part of the text, okay? Apart from that, I don't have too much to add. People have been, well, before all of this started, of course, people are asking for Zoom lessons and stuff like that. I think for this, no real need. Put messages down on the classroom if you super need some sort of, like some sort of Zoom meeting. But I think we will just leave it at recorded videos unless there's a big demand. I've written the first draft of the exam. It includes a problem, like a programming problem. And so that will please Joy, I think, since she's always asking for algorithms. So there's an algorithm question actually. But I'll make a video on the specifics of the test. later on. So for the moment, let's just concentrate on knocking this text over. So we've got 3A to do. What I would like to do this week is at least 3A and 3B. So then we can do 3C next week plus the wrap up for it, and then we can also just have one video on contents of the exam, stuff like that. Okay, and just on the exam, it's 1 hour, pretty standard what that you've seen before. 1 hour, 5 minutes reading time, 10 multiple choice questions, all the sort of regular stuff. Okay, so no matter what you're doing next week anyway, I will just wish you good luck. If it's work experience, I really hope you enjoy the experience. If it's not work experience, it's something else, then enjoy that. Otherwise, I'll drop a video a bit later in the week that will be dealing with 3B. Any questions, issues, or suggestions, put them in the classroom. And if we need like a Zoom meeting, like I was mentioning, then let me know and we'll get together and do that. But for now, I will say goodbye and enjoy your time.